Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through the Cancan drape. So it's a drape where you drape a regular 6-yard sari. This is actually my wedding sari, my Manavara sari, or the first sari that I wore. It's 6 yards, and then I'm going to drape it over this Cancan skirt. I recommend using a silk skirt like the one I'm wearing, just because it's going to be able to hold the weight of a heavy silk sari and still give you the volume that you need under your drape. So let's get started. First up, you want to iron the entirety of your sari before you start pleating. Once you've ironed the entire sari, you want to measure out the length of your pallu. So to do that, just put it over and make sure it is the length that you'd like, and then mark it, and you can even put a safety pin here. It's usually the length, or maybe a little bit less than the length of your ironing board, depending on how long your ironing board is. And then just put the entire length on your ironing board and go right to the end. And then just start taking your pleats. Once you've done a couple of pleats, especially if you're working with a heavier, puffier sari like I am, you want to just pin every 3 or 4 pleats, whatever you're comfortable with, so it doesn't come undone and you don't lose your hard work. As you're taking your pleats like this, make sure you're checking that this side is staying shorter than that topmost pleat, because you don't want the rest of the pleats to stick out. Once you've pleated them, you can use the ironing board to kind of set them all in place so that it's perfect. Look at that. And you want to just pin all of these together. And you're good. And then you can also do one in the middle so that it's easier for you to iron. You can also take this opportunity to fan out the pleats if you'd like to. Like that. If you wanted a slightly wider pallu, that's totally cool, or if you just wanted that fanned look, that's cool too. The only rule is that you don't want these subsequent pleats to be fatter or wider than that top one. And there you go. You have your pallu done in one go. So once you've pinned it, you want to just put it back on your shoulder and make sure that it's the length you want. I feel like this is too short, so I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit. And I think that's a good length. So then I'm just gonna go back to the ironing board and add another pin, or just move this last pin up. So now this is the length that I want. And the last safety pin should sit on the top of my shoulder. So let's get ironing. I like ironing the pallu, that way you don't have to worry about the pleats going rogue. They'll stay put and together. Oh wow, look at those pleats. This is the most satisfying part of draping a sari, is once you've pleated and you're ironing down those pleats. Okay, once you get to the last safety pin, what I'm gonna do is bring it up like this, and this entire part is gonna go on your chest. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna fan it out how you would on your chest, and work with it until you're happy, and then you're gonna press that down as well. Make sure you're really happy, because once it's ironed, you are committed to those pleats. There's nothing more satisfying than this. It's so amazing. And then what I do is I just pull it back a little bit, and instead of like really pressing, I'll just like kind of like go over it, so there's like no, like it kind of goes from like really pressed to kind of not pressed. That's it. Now you're ready to drape. So to start this drape, you're gonna take the pallu that you spent so much time perfecting and put it over your shoulder like that. And then what you're gonna do is bring it around your body and do a little twirl so that now the sari is in front. And what you're gonna do is pleat right up until like right here. So I'm gonna just start pleating, and you can check out my video on how to pleat. It's a super easy technique. Then once you get to the end, You want to just move these pleats in and then fan them out as you would for any other drape. So my sari, these last two, it's a darker color. I want to hide that because I don't want that showing through, as you can see like here. So what you can do is just bring that a little backwards and cover it with the other pleats. So I just took the pin from my pallu and I pinned it together. So you're gonna just, once you're happy with how the pleats are, then you're just gonna take it and make sure the bottom of the sari matches up with the bottom of the cancan. And then just tuck it in as flat as you possibly can. And if you have any puffy parts here, just like press them down and tuck them in nicely. And then you're pretty much done. You can fix the shoulder pleats so that they fall nicely. For this drape, I definitely recommend a waist chain to kind of hold everything in place. I've added the waist chain and this is the finished look. This is perfect for the bride. This is my wedding sari and I wish I had worn it like this for my whenever look. And if you are a sister or sister of the bride, you can also pull off this look with maybe with a less fancier sari. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box. Like this video and subscribe, and I will see you in a future video.